Robert Redford tells Entertainment Weekly that his new movie, The Old Man and the Gun, will be his last.
There comes a time in every man's life when he has to sit back and take stock of happenings in his life and his journey to his current position. Robert Redford's story has been that of struggle and survival against all odds, right from his childhood. In his late 80s, he decided to share his story with the world, and you will be surprised by the hardships and challenges he has been put up against. Despite all that, there remains a silver lining to his story, one that has overshadowed the heartbreaking tale. Join us as we take you through the unfortunate incidents in Robert Redford's life. Robert Redford was born to Martha Hart and Charles Robert Redford Sr. His mother, Martha Hart Redford, was a scientist who dedicated her life to raising Robert and providing a nurturing environment for the family. She was a source of immense love and support, playing a significant role in shaping Redford's values and outlook on life. On the other hand, Charles Robert Redford Sr., Redford's father, worked as a milkman initially and later became an accountant for Standard Oil. His job demanded long hours and significant dedication, which often kept him away from home. This turned out to be the first strain that young Robert got to experience. The absence of his father due to work commitments left a void in young Robert's life, making him feel a lack of paternal guidance and connection. Thankfully, this gap was partially filled by Redford's uncle, who became a crucial father figure to him. Despite the physical absence, the work ethic and perseverance demonstrated by his father indirectly influenced Redford's own drive and determination in his career. Robert Redford, the legendary actor and director, has opened up about the profound tragedies and struggles that marked his early life, shaping the resilient and introspective person he became. Born on August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, Redford's childhood was far from idyllic. His family faced numerous hardships which left indelible marks on his psyche. As if his father's absence wasn't hard enough, Robert was soon to face a tragedy that would reshape his life. One of the most significant losses in Redford's life was the death of his uncle, who had been a crucial father figure to him. This uncle, whose guidance and support were instrumental during Redford's formative years, died unexpectedly, leaving a void that young Robert struggled to fill. The grief from this loss was compounded by the fact that Redford's relationship with his own father was strained. His uncle had stepped in, providing the stability and encouragement that his father could not. Losing him was not just the loss of a loved one, but also the collapse of a crucial emotional support system. This personal turmoil contributed to a rebellious streak in Redford during his teenage years. Living in a rough neighborhood in Van Nuys, Los Angeles, he found himself drawn to the company of street gangs. Redford rolled with a group that often caused trouble and engaged in mischievous activities. This period of his life was marked by delinquency and a lack of direction, as he sought belonging and identity amidst the chaos of his family life and the harsh realities of his environment. Redford's involvement with the gang led him down a path of minor criminal activities, including petty theft and vandalism. These actions were cries for attention and acts of defiance against a world that seemed indifferent to his suffering. Despite his mother's efforts to steer him toward a more constructive path, Redford was consumed by anger and frustration, often acting out in ways that only deepened his troubles. His academic performance suffered as a result, and Redford struggled to find motivation in his studies. The death of his uncle, combined with his rebellious behavior, created a turbulent period during his high school years. He often skipped classes and found himself at odds with teachers and authority figures. The future seemed bleak, and Redford appeared destined for a life of unfulfilled potential. However, amidst this turmoil, there were glimmers of hope. Redford had a natural talent for art and sports, which occasionally provided an outlet for his pent-up emotions. His mother, recognizing his potential, encouraged him to pursue his interest more seriously. Despite his wayward behavior, Redford managed to graduate from Van Nuys High School in 1954, a milestone that marked a turning point in his life. The struggles and tragedies of Redford's early years instilled in him a deep sense of resilience, and an understanding of the complexities of the human condition. These experiences would later inform his work as an actor and director, allowing him to portray characters with profound authenticity and empathy. Redford's journey from a troubled youth to a celebrated figure in the entertainment industry is a testament to his enduring spirit and the transformative power of personal struggle. After graduating from Van Nuys High School, Robert Redford's journey took a significant turn as he transitioned into his university days, a period marked by both promise and another profound loss. Redford earned a baseball scholarship to the University of Colorado Boulder, and in 1955 he eagerly embarked on this new chapter, hoping to carve out a future in sports while simultaneously pursuing an education. However, Redford's university experience was soon overshadowed by personal struggles. Despite his natural athleticism and initial success on the baseball team, Redford's rebellious nature persisted. The freedom of college life led him to prioritize socializing and partying over his academic and athletic commitments. He began drinking heavily, which started to interfere with his performance both on and off the field. His grades plummeted and his behavior became increasingly erratic, culminating in the loss of his baseball scholarship. This was a significant blow to Redford, stripping away a major part of his identity and leaving him directionless once again. During this turbulent time, Redford faced another devastating loss, which was the death of his mother, Martha Hart Redford. She had been a constant source of support and encouragement, especially during his rebellious teenage years. Her death in 1955 due to a hemorrhage left him heartbroken and adrift. The grief and guilt he felt over his inability to fully appreciate her sacrifices and love during her lifetime haunted him. This profound loss compounded his existing struggles, pushing him further into a state of disillusionment. Seeking solace and a new direction, Redford decided to leave the University of Colorado and embarked on a journey across Europe, a common rite of passage for many young Americans searching for purpose. During his time abroad, he immersed himself in the rich cultural landscapes of France, Italy, and Spain, developing a deep appreciation for art and bohemian lifestyles. This period of exploration and self-discovery ignited Redford's passion for the arts, leading him to pursue painting seriously upon his return to the United States. Determined to hone his artistic skills, Redford enrolled at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn and later took classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. It was in New York that Redford's path took another pivotal turn. While his initial focus was on painting, he became increasingly drawn to the vibrant theater scene. Encouraged by his mentors and peers, Redford began to explore acting, discovering a new medium through which he could express his creativity and emotions. During this formative period, Redford met the actress Natalie Wood, who played a crucial role in his transition into acting. Wood, already an established star, recognized Redford's raw talent and potential. She took him under her wing, providing guidance and opportunities that helped him navigate the competitive world of acting. Their close friendship and professional collaboration were instrumental in Redford's early success. Wood's influence not only opened doors for him, but also instilled in him the confidence to pursue acting as a serious career. Tragedy struck once more with the untimely death of Natalie Wood in 1981. Her passing was a significant blow to Redford, who had lost not just a friend, but a mentor and a key figure in his life. The mysterious circumstances surrounding her death only added to the emotional turmoil he experienced, leaving a lasting impact on him both personally and professionally. Despite these personal losses, Redford's career began to flourish in the early 1960s. His good looks, charisma, and undeniable talent quickly caught the attention of Hollywood. He landed his first television roles in shows like Perry Mason and The Twilight Zone. His big break came in 1962 with the film War Hunt, where he starred alongside John Saxon. This role showcased Redford's ability to bring depth and nuance to his characters, garnering critical acclaim and leading to more significant opportunities. One of Redford's early notable films was Inside Daisy Clover in 1965, in which he starred alongside Natalie Wood. The film highlighted his versatility and ability to handle complex, dramatic roles. This was followed by a string of successful movies, including This Property is Condemned in 1966 and Barefoot in the Park in 1967, where he starred alongside Jane Fonda. These roles solidified Redford's status as a leading man in Hollywood. The defining moment of Redford's early film career came with his role in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969, where he starred alongside Paul Newman. The film was a massive hit and became an iconic part of American cinema, establishing Redford as a major star. His portrayal of the Sundance Kid, with his charm and ruggedness, captivated audiences and cemented his place in Hollywood's elite. Redford's transition into the arts and eventual move into acting were driven by a combination of personal tragedy, mentorship, and a deep-seated desire to find meaning and expression through creative pursuits. Despite the setbacks and losses, his resilience and determination enabled him to carve out a remarkable career, leaving an indelible mark on the film industry. The guidance and friendship of Natalie Wood were instrumental in his early success, and her tragic death was a profound loss that he carried with him throughout his life. Redford's early experiences and the people who influenced him shaped not only his career but also the empathetic and introspective nature of his artistry. When we look back at Robert's personal life, we see that there have also been ups and downs that have shaped his life over time. It is also lined with significant losses that shock the actor to his roots. Robert Redford's personal life has been marked by both profound joy and deep sorrow, a show of his resilience and capacity for love amidst tragedy. His journey has been shaped by the relationships he cherished, the losses he endured, and the indomitable spirit that carried him through the darkest times. In 1958, Robert Redford married Lola Van Wagenen, a historian and environmental activist. Their union was built on a shared passion for social issues and a deep love that withstood the challenges of his growing career. In Lola, Robert found someone with whom he could share the weight of his woes, as it wasn't an easy ride. They faced their first tragedy with the loss of their first child. The couple welcomed their first child, Scott, in September 1959. However, tragedy struck early in their marriage when Scott died just 2 months later from sudden infant death syndrome. The devastating loss left an indelible mark on Redford and Lola, testing the strength of their young marriage. The couple went on to have 3 more children: Shauna, born in 1960, David James, born in 1962, and Amy, born in 1970. Each child brought new joy and purpose to Redford's life, bringing a sense of normalcy to the Redford household for a while, till their family got to face further challenges. In 1970, their daughter Shauna fell seriously ill with a rare blood disease, septicemia. The illness was a terrifying ordeal for the family, with Shauna's life hanging in the balance. Luckily, they were able to pull out of this one. Her eventual recovery was a show of her strength and the family's resilience, but the experience left lingering fears about the fragility of life. However, in 1983, another tragedy struck the Redford family when Shauna's boyfriend, Sid Wells, was murdered in Boulder, Colorado. Sid, a promising journalism student, was shot in the head, and the case remained unsolved for many years, adding to the family's grief and sense of injustice. This incident profoundly affected Shauna and the entire Redford family, who struggled to come to terms with the senseless loss. The prime suspect in the case was a close friend of Sid Wells, who later disappeared after he was released for lack of enough evidence to prosecute him. Moving forward, the Redfords experienced another heartbreaking loss of one of their own. Robert Redford's son Jamie had faced significant health challenges. Diagnosed with ulcerative colitis as a teenager, Jamie underwent 2 liver transplants in the early 1990s. Despite his health struggles, Jamie went on to become a filmmaker and activist, focusing on environmental and health issues. His work brought him great satisfaction, and he used his platform to raise awareness about organ donation and liver disease. Sadly, the Redford family faced another heartbreaking loss in 2020 when Jamie died from bile duct cancer at the age of 58. Jamie's death was a crushing blow to Robert, who had already endured so much loss in his life. Despite the profound sorrow, Redford continued to honor his son's legacy through his own activism and support for causes Jamie had championed. Long before all these, Robert had also experienced instability in his marriage. Redford and Lola's marriage, thought to be built on a strong foundation, ultimately could not withstand the numerous strains and pressures they faced. The couple divorced in 1985 after 27 years of marriage. The separation was amicable, with both Redford and Lola remaining committed to their children and continuing their respective philanthropic efforts. In 2009, Redford found love again with Sibylle Sagars, a German painter. The couple married in a private ceremony in Hamburg, Germany. Sibylle brought a new sense of peace and companionship to Redford's life, and their shared passion for the arts and environmental issues further strengthened their bond. In 2018, Robert Redford announced his retirement from acting, marking the end of an illustrious career spanning 6 decades. What was thought his final film, The Old Man and the Gun, was a fitting swan song for the legendary actor, showcasing his enduring charm and talent. The film, directed by David Lowery, tells the story of an aging bank robber who refuses to give up his life of crime. Redford's performance was widely praised, and he received a Golden Globe nomination for his role. Despite his retirement announcement, Redford did not completely step away from the screen. In 2019, he appeared in Avengers Endgame, reprising his role as Alexander Pierce from Captain America: The Winter Soldier. His involvement in the blockbuster film delighted fans and demonstrated his willingness to make occasional returns to acting for special projects. In addition to Avengers Endgame, Redford continued to contribute to the film industry through his work as a producer and his ongoing support for independent cinema. He remained deeply involved with the Sundance Film Festival, which he founded in 1981. The festival has become one of the most prestigious platforms for independent filmmakers, reflecting Redford's enduring commitment to nurturing new talent and innovative storytelling. Redford's later filmography includes significant contributions to both mainstream and independent cinema. In 2018, he produced the film The Mustang, directed by Laure de Clermont-Tonnerre. The film tells the story of a convict participating in a rehabilitation program involving the training of wild mustangs. It received critical acclaim for its exceptional storytelling and strong performances. Redford also produced the documentary Public Trust in 2020, which highlights the importance of public lands in the United States and the threats they face from political and commercial interests. The documentary underscores Redford's lifelong dedication to environmental conservation and his belief in the power of film to effect social change. Throughout his life, Robert Redford has faced profound personal losses, from the death of his infant son to the tragic loss of his daughter's boyfriend, the health scares of his children, and the eventual death of his son Jamie. These experiences have undoubtedly shaped his worldview and informed his work as an artist and activist. His ability to channel personal pain into creative expression has been a hallmark of his career, endearing him to audiences around the world. Redford's resilience and dedication to his craft have ensured his lasting legacy in the film industry. His retirement in 2018 marked the end of an era, but his influence continues to be felt through his contributions to cinema and his commitment to social and environmental causes. His story is one of enduring strength, a testament to his ability to overcome adversity and continue to make meaningful contributions to the world. Robert Redford's personal life has been a tapestry of love, loss, and resilience. From his early marriage and the tragic loss of his infant son, to the health challenges of his children, the murder of his daughter's boyfriend, the death of his son in 2020, and his divorce from his first wife, Redford has faced immense challenges. His retirement in 2018 marked a new chapter, yet he has continued to make appearances in films and support the arts and environmental causes. His journey is a testament to his enduring spirit and commitment to using his platform for the greater good. There you have it, the touching story of the life of Robert Redford, Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.